Hi again. I'm working on my chipper today, my Titan Pro Beaver 1500. I want to adjust the blades, so that's nearer to where the blades catch, because there's a little bit of a gap. And annoyingly, one bolt's come undone, two has, three, four has, that one hasn't. So what I've been trying to do, earlier on I tried, I've only just come back to this, I got my heat gun. I'm going to try and heat it, which I have already tried, but I couldn't get it to move. And what I've done, I've messed where the Allen key goes in a little bit. So I have got it sort of okay now, because I've managed to get a Star Torx type bit in there. So yeah, I'm going to give that a heat up and see if I can, just so I can just nudge it back that way, just so I can get as close as possible. Which it is pretty close now, but it's more or less there, that side, but that side needs to be just tapped down a bit, but I can't because that nut won't come undone. So it's a bit frustrating at the moment, but I'll keep heating it and give it a go. I did get it quite warm earlier, but it didn't seem to do it. So if not, failing that, I'm going to have to take up my dad's, and he's got oxygen and acetylene, which will, get it red hot. This doesn't get it red hot. So but I would have thought it would have been enough to have got it loose. But problem is, I might just brush it off first. Problem is, it's trying bits of chipping bits and that on it, and it's sort of trying to light it up. So yeah, we'll see if I can get this done. Let's see if we can get this heated then. I haven't brushed off yet. I can't find the wire brush at the moment. As I can there, just brush it up a bit there, just get rid of a bit of sawdust. Then we will give this a good bit of heat this time. Give it over a minute heat now, so we'll see if we can move it. I don't think it's going to move yet. I think it's going to need more, but we'll have a look. No, it hasn't moved. And that I've had in, and that started to slip now. So I'll switch you off and we'll see if but you can get the general idea of it. Like I said, it might have to go to my dad's to get it out, but we'll have to see how it goes. Finally, after repeating the process, I'll just zoom you in a little bit. If I can. Seem to be letting me in at the moment. It is just starting to move, but I haven't got a great grip on it. So but it is going. I'm taking that bolt right out because my aim on it, what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy new bolts, because this one will be, I had it now I think. I'm glad that's out. Didn't want to have to take up my dad's to get it done. Show you around this direction. Where are we? You're right there. So I've only got the final bit to take out now. If you do this, don't touch it straight away because the bolt will be hot. How many times do I put my hand on it and it's still hot? Smoking here, right? It's burning off the old sawdust and chippings and what have you. Right, there you go. It is out. It was a bit of a job, but we're there with that one. So I'll show you what we're going to move on to next. So what my aim is, the reason for doing this, I've lost one of the other bolts, I think it's on the floor. There's a blade go round, and if I pull it, you can see it goes around that way. So I'll just nudge that back a bit. And I'm just gonna, it's quite hard to see because I can't, move the light a bit nearer, I think. I am pretty damn close to that anvil bit there, but not that side. Not that side there. So I'm just gonna tap it a little bit. I'll get away just a tiny bit more. That end I think is just right. This end I think just needs to go just a tiny bit. That's a lot closer than it was before. So I think I'm going to leave be. Might be one little tip there, probably touch now. No, it just clears there. So yeah, I've adjusted that. I'll try and show you what size the gap is. I'll just take it off the tripod for that. Light in here is very poor at the moment. Let's just do it like that. If you can see there where the blades, where are we? Just come back, you can see the, where are we? Where the blades come down there, where it meets, it's hard to see, but there's very little gap between the blade and that bit now. See if I can show you there. There, you can just see there's a little line there. And actually if I move it slightly on, there's very little gap along there. So yep, I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's a lot closer than it is. It should sort of eat things up a little bit better now, I would hope. So yeah, hope you saw that. And then I'll probably tighten up the bolts that are in there and then move on to whatever else I'm going to do on this, which is on the engine. So I'll show you that when I get there. Well, now I've done that, I've tightened the bolts up, the ones that are in there. I'm just going to get a new bolt for the end, and I will get 5 new bolts with like the spanner head on rather than the Allen sort of head. You can see how much that's got messed up in there. Quite a soft bolt, so I'll get some of them from the bolt shop tomorrow down the road if I can find time. I'll just put that over there because I'll show you the next step, what I've got to do. It's exhaust. When I tried this out before, there is a video, it was running really rough. Well, what had happened, this heat shield had the bolt, it had come, that's supposed to be bolted to the main exhaust. That had fell off altogether. It was, where are we? I'll find them bits. It was moving all over the place. It digged in, it dug into there, the side of the air filter casing. See the damage it's done there, melted it a bit. I'll see if I can patch it up a bit. So that's one job I haven't done yet. But I welded some washers into there. So that's done a good repair of that, and I put a bit of heat resistant paint on that. So that's the heat shield. between the exhaust and the carburetor. The main exhaust is here, if I can get it out of the box. There we go. Where did I weld it? Oh, there. I welded it there and there. So that's all welded, and that's had some heat resistant paint on it, high temperature paint. So the new bolts are in there. So basically all I've got to do is just bolt that back onto there. The gasket's there. I might put a little bit of exhaust paste on it. I think I've got some somewhere in here. So just to, so it seals better, because that's very when that's on there, it's very close to the exhaust, to the air filter casing. So when that fell off, what happened, it even judded and marked the HT lead a little bit, but not too bad. It weren't bad enough to cause any damage. So now that's a good strong repair, probably stronger than it was in the first place. So that should do the job fine. I'm going to have to cut that bolt shorter because there's something in the exhaust behind there. We'll stop the bolt going fully in. But yeah, that's going to be my next job, getting the exhaust back on. I've got the other top heat shield here, which was actually okay. The bolt holes are a little bit elongated, but that'll be fine. I can just put a washer in them, and I washed it out because it was all carboned up in there. So I think that was the reason it was running so poorly, because what was happening, that exhaust is on there like so, and then where it's leaking, it was coming out, going sort of down there, and then into the bottom of the air filter casing. So what the air filter wasn't having nice air, and it was having exhaust gases in there. So that's why I think it ran so rubbish. In the end, when I was using it, I just took the whole lot of that off, left it like it is now, and it ran a lot better. So I'm hoping this is going to sort of solve that problem. Apart from that, what other jobs have I got to do on it? Not much, actually. I think one of them bolts has, when you tighten it up, it doesn't seem to go tight, so I'll have a look at that. The belts have got to be adjusted up, but that's easy enough to do because it just there, I think, and it just either, oh, they're that side as well. You can sort of push or pull the engine whichever way you want to do the tightness on the belts. So I think they're just a little bit slack because they did come off. I just saved them. Now they got corked slightly, but not bad enough to need to replace them. I shall get a spare set, but I won't buy genuine, the Titan ones. I'll go to my local belt place about 20 miles away and get a couple of them. Will be a lot cheaper. So yeah, this chipper, yeah, it was meant to be serviced when I bought it, but obviously it did have its faults. So, but it starts all right, and it chipped all right once I got it running all right. So I want to use it this week. So yeah, I'm glad I've got that bolt out. That was the most awkward thing. I think everything else will go reasonably straightforward. So what I'll do, yeah, I'll sort out the exhaust and get that on. So now, yeah, I've got the gasket and everything on the floor. I'm just going to put that exhaust paste on now if I can find it. Yeah, I'm just going to put a bit of that on it. I think just help a bit. So I think I actually put it on the gasket rather than. Just a quick smearing on it. I've got loads and loads on it, but I'll just make sure it's sort of covered okay. Need a bit more. Last little bit. Just in case it doesn't. I haven't bought a new gasket, so it'll just help it seal a little bit better. Put the glove off now. So yeah, the exhaust is ready to put on now. I haven't put the heat shield or anything on. I'll do that afterwards, but I'll just it's on there. So yeah, I'm just going to find, well, I can start a couple of the bolts actually. I'm just going to find what span they are. I think they were 12 if I remember rightly, but it's a few weeks ago. I took it off now. Didn't think I was going to have to land up doing the repair on this, but at least I know it's going to be nice and strong afterwards. So the guard as well, I had to take the guard off. I think I remember where I put the bolts for that. It's in the other shed. I won't finish this tonight, probably finish it tomorrow night once I've got them bolts. But yeah, it's in general idea now. The next step is I'll tighten the bolts of that, will go on there, so then it's got the nice heat shield between, and then that other bigger piece I'll show you, which is a hip, that fits over the top like so afterwards. So I'll get all that fitted up, and then we can move on to try and patch that a little bit up. It isn't actually as bad as I thought. I thought it was made a bigger hole than that, but it's not going to be too bad now, because the gases aren't going to be coming out of the exhaust this way. So you know, it's gonna not be too bad. I'll just bung something in there, a bit of sealer or something. Probably won't even bother doing anything with that. See how it runs. I think it'll run okay. But the exhaust was about £30, and so was that. A new guard as well was about £30 as well. So bit of time, and I've saved that money. So yeah, I'll leave it there. I'll show you it when I've got the exhaust all back on. So I'm just about to go in now. I've got the exhaust on. That's all on there, and nice and solid now. Covers aren't rattling or anything. Nice and tight. Oh well, it's the next evening now. Well, it's getting quite late evening. I have only just come out here. I only want to do a few jobs on this tonight. I've managed to get new bolts. I won't put the whole 5 in because some are already in already, and I'm not getting the feel of them. They weren't too bad, but I've got 5. I think I was £3 for 5. So yeah, I'll put one in. I can't see brilliantly in that end one where you can see it's missing. And also I can put hopefully the air filter bit back on. I just put a bit of, go and see it's a bit shiny, bit of like gasket maker in it. Hopefully that'll do the job. Just all blocked up. It has gone off quite sort of reasonable. So yeah, we'll see if that does the trick. So yeah, I can get this back together then, and I've got a few jobs to do with it. So and nothing really big, but we'll give it a test, test. But yeah, if I can pull that out now, I've just done that just so nothing falls down. That can go. It's still a little bit damp and wet on there from that gasket stuff, but I think it'll probably be okay right underneath. Anyway, so yeah, it does, I think, really need a new air filter. It is dented, and when it was, you can see in there it's a little bit black, and I think that the spongy bit needs a clean out. So I've took that off so that can have a clean out. But at the moment, I think I'm just gonna put that on and test it like that. The HT lead I mentioned there, it's actually okay. It hasn't gone right through it where I said the guard core on it, but I might just cut a little bit of rubber or put some insulation tape or something around that just to sort of protect it. And then yeah, then the other job is adjusting the belts. Yeah, it'll just be, there's a bit of adjustment on there, so I'll just undo everything and push the engine that way a little bit. It's only on the bolt, it's self-explanatory really, but just get that belt a little bit tighter, and then tomorrow I'll get the guard and put the guard back on, and then yeah, we'll be sorted. So nothing too exciting to show you at the moment really. Just get this filter back on and cover back on, and then yeah, we'll nearly have this Titan Pro chipper sorted. So what I've done, I've undone these bolts here just to loosen them off so they're away from the engine a bit. You can see they're both actually finger tight. And then what I've done the same this side, unloosened them sort of lock nuts and screwed it in. What I'm going to do I don't think I'll go much further, but it's quite tight now. And then what I'm going to just do is measure from there to the end of the bolt to make sure they're both even. So then that means the engine will be sitting straight, the pulley will be sort of level because they'll have been adjusted up the same. So then I'll do that, so that'll be that part done. I've got that bolt in now, that bolt, I said, that new bolt, that's done. I've tightened them all, so that side of things done. All the air filter housing and everything's all back on now, so I'm actually very nearly there. So I'll show you it when it's back together, up and running, and I'll see if I can find something for it to chip. Well, that's just about done now. I've adjusted the belt. You probably can't see that well, but it's nice and tight. It did slip off before, so they're quite tight. There's going to be a bit of movement on because there's such a span from one end to the other there. But yeah, that all seems to be okay. I just put some insulation tape around that slight bit of damage on the HT lead. That should be fine. So what I've adjusted that anvil bit, so that's all. Just clearing it now, that's perfect. I'm quite happy with that. I've done the exhaust. I've done the little fix on the air filter cover, and yeah, I've adjusted the engine to tighten the belt. So yeah, so for in the shed work, that's sort of done. Next thing's really just to get the chutes and what have you on, and give it a test. So yeah, I don't think there's much more else to do on this. I haven't checked the oil since I've checked the oil for level since I've had it, but I haven't checked to see how clean it is. I can't remember how clean it was, but it was, like I said, it was supposed to have been serviced when I bought it, but not even the spark plug. Look how old that spark plug is, hadn't been serviced at all. And that air filter wasn't great. So yeah, what a load of rubbish people tell you. It does irritate me. Just be honest. Why not? They just use servicing in their adverts as a sort of selling point when they haven't been done. They said the blades have been sharpened as well and hadn't been used since. And yeah, they're good, but you can see they've been used. So yeah, people, that does irritate me. That does. But I quite expect nowadays when you buy things second hand that you have to sort of do a bit of fettling to sort them out. So yeah, I did have to do a bit of work on this, but it actually really hasn't cost me hardly anything. The bolt, obviously, and a bit of welding gas and wire and time, but I've sort of fixed it without it really costing anything. I will change the plug because that's probably how it was running, probably quite sooted up, I should imagine, because it was running so choked. And yeah, I shall just matter of course change the oil. I'm not sure where you drain it. I'll drain it there, I think. So yeah, I'll do that when it's outside. It'll be easier. So yeah, I'm quite pleased how this has gone along. I think it'll be a good thing. I think it'll perform a lot better than it did before, because obviously the filter is going to be breathing properly now. The exhaust isn't going to be leaking, and that adjustment on there is probably going to just feed it through just that little bit better. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using it when the opportunity arises, which I have got some to do a job. If I can get it out in the van this week, I might do that, but they're quite thin bits really. It's nothing very substantial, but might be okay to test it, and I'd like to see how it deals with thinner bits anyway. So yeah, these are quite expensive machines. No, I think they're over £2,000, so it didn't cost me that, but because obviously it was second hand. But yeah, they're rated quite highly, so yeah, we'll see how it performs. So that's it for the repair video of this. There will be a video in the future coming up of it in action. Don't know when that will be yet, but I'll put it up when I've done one. And yeah, so yeah, I hope this has been of some use to you. And yeah, I'll be along with another video again soon. So thanks for watching.